Okay, don't look at my face. I had like no sleep and I have a car full of stuff and I'm about to drive into Midland. Let me tell you, I know people said like don't believe that horoscope stuff, like after October 17th, like everything in your life is going to change, blah, blah. But I'll tell you, a lot of good things have happened after October 17th. Whoopi just got accepted to Baylor and they gave him $50,000 right out the gate. I'm like, why didn't you apply more places? So far, like, everywhere he's applied to, he's got accepted to, and he's got money. He hasn't got his financial package from Arkansas, but we already said, like, if he got accepted to Arkansas and anywhere else and Baylor or anywhere else and A&M, he would go to A&M. I think he would probably still pick A&M first, but I'm so excited. I was like, if you want to be a Baylor, like, he would be so close to home, too. Or I would move, but that's, like, 2 hours away. Not even an hour and a half. Oh, my God. And $50,000, like, oh my gosh, I would be so happy. But anyways, God is good. Oh my God. Okay, so I don't know how the money thing works because we haven't asked for any money from Baylor yet, and everybody keeps telling me like you get like multiple offers after you get accepted. I don't know how that stuff works. I just know that it makes me feel really good about him getting into A&M because I feel like if he got into Baylor, he should get into A&M, right? I don't know. I mean, we really don't know. And UCSD. Also, if he gets into UCSD and he gets into A&M, what's he going to do? I bet he's going to say he wants to go to A&M because he thinks, like, that it's cheaper for me. But also, I do not care. I'll get 79 jobs. Like, go wherever you want to go. Also, if you think for 2 seconds this had nothing to do with his ACT coach, Brandy, she is phenomenal. I can't say it enough. Oh, she's texting me right now. She is phenomenal with these kids. I mean, he took his ACT twice, and she is just a miracle worker. I don't know how she does it, but anyways. Kyle and Whoopi might be Baylor. And that would also be super exciting. Whoopi's best friend, his mom and I are very, very, very good friends, and we were just on the phone, and we are like, we'll be going down there every weekend, like, tailgating, watching football games. We don't even know what they're doing, but we don't care because we're Baylor moms. And it's like an hour and a half away. That would be so good. Anyways, they both applied to a bunch of other schools together too, so we'll see. I mean, they don't even have to go to the same school, but it would be really freaking cool for me and Jeannie if they did.
Listen, I don't have a shopping problem. I have a Christmas problem. I love Christmas.
This you're gonna know that I already know that the $50,000 is divided over 8 semesters. I didn't know that because none of that stuff happened to me. But tuition's like $76,000 a year. Honestly, it really doesn't matter because at the end of the day, I think he's gonna go to A&M if he gets in. And now that he got in Baylor, I feel like it's like I don't want to jinx anything. So I don't know. I don't want to think that good stuff doesn't happen to us because it does for sure. But I don't see how he could not get into A&M, but I also don't want to say that in case he doesn't. I'm happy with wherever he wants to go, and I'm very thankful for the money that they did offer us so far, but a lot of people are messaging me telling me that if you contact the school, they'll offer you more money, and we also have like independent scholarships that we have applied for too, so I'm trying to get it all covered, and then I can save anything else towards his medical school for after post-regular college, so. But I am so excited. And I don't want to take away from any of that and talk about the opposite side of that situation. You guys can just imagine, because I don't want to make you think about it too, and he's probably watching my stories today, but it feels good. It's been a hard 4 years for both of us, and I'm glad that he was so freaking excited to, he had called me 3 times, but I was loading up the back of my truck, so I couldn't see the call. He's like, mother, answer your phone. And at first I thought something was wrong with him. Then I tracked him. He was at school, so I was like, I know he's safe. And then I just kept saying, are you okay? Are you okay? But they're not allowed to have their phones. And then finally he called me back. I was like, oh my God. Which I check the portal all the time because I'm on the parent email, and I didn't see it. So we're just waiting to hear back from a couple more schools, but most importantly, A&M, because that's where he thinks he wants to go. I'm going to take him back to Baylor and make him tour it when there is kids there, and I want to tour A&M just to be really sure that's where he wants to go. The day, like a couple days ago, he was like, well, maybe I should just go to Arkansas, like they're willing to cover my whole tuition. And I was like, no, we're not going to settle for a school just because they'll pay for it. Like, I know that sounds stupid to a lot of people, but like, He's so freaking smart, and he's a biochemistry major, and I just, not that Arkansas is not a great school at all, because, like, he was telling me all about Arkansas yesterday, but, like, I can tell that he was, like, settling for a school because, wait, which way did I go? El Paso or Big Spring? He was settling for a school because he thought that it was going to be less of a burden for me, but, like, I don't know how else to explain to him. I don't care. It's no burden. It can be 700 jobs and it's still no burden. Like, I want him to go wherever he dreams of going, because I did not have that opportunity when I was a kid, and I know it's just me contributing, but so what? Like, I'll make it happen no matter what. I don't care if he wants to go to Yale or anywhere. It doesn't matter. Although Notre Dame, I could, like, get in his head and be like, okay, where does he truly want to go? But I really, really think he wants to go to A&M. And I think in my head, I'm like, well, everybody went to A&M when I was in high school. Like, it's weird to me. But I think he likes, like, the community aspect of it, which I appreciate, because that's how I built my business on accident, like this community thing. So I'm glad that he took that part of our lives and sees such a blessing out of it and wants it for his own self. Because he's like, Mom, anywhere I go in the future, people are going to be like, oh, you're an Aggie, I'm an Aggie, and we're instantly friends. And I'm like, for a woman whose job has been over a decade creating a community online and being friends with people on the internet, somebody called him his internet aunties, and I was like, that's so cute. Like, I'm so glad he sees such value in that it would make him decide where he wanted to go to school. But I'm just so freaking proud of him, and I know it's got to feel good to know that you can go somewhere for sure. So thank y'all for loving him too. I just tell you, this big boy truck, I had a full tank of gas, and I'm down to like a quarter of a tank right now, and I drove like almost 4 hours. That's good for a freaking Escalade. 4 hours on a tank of gas. I'm excited to set up my booth. I'm like the entry booth at this big old show. She told me it was a good spot, and she was like, everybody's gonna see you. Like, tell me you like my booth decor without telling me you like my booth decor. And you're really gonna like it today, because today I have, it's obviously, today I brought my wreaths. Anyways, my eyes puffy. I had like a moment, You know why. I don't have to tell you. You get it. When you're like scrolling through your phone and you're like, oh, who can I tell? And then you can't tell those people because those people don't contribute and don't care. So whatever. It's okay. Nothing's going to rain on this day. Oh, Midland's 36 miles away. Also, a lot of y'all live in Midland. Oh my gosh. Especially on Facebook. My goodness. They're so. Oh, see, I wasn't going that fast. I was going to 85 and to 75. Okay, good. This cop like pulled right behind me. Ooh, am I zooming in on my own face? Sorry. Anyways, I'm excited to get my booth set up and to go back to my hotel and work on some of my wreaths and go to sleep early. Oh man, it's gonna be so nice. Anyways, hope to see y'all this weekend. It's Home for the Holidays at the Busch Convention Center. I'll be the very first booth when you come in and get your tickets. Big old lovely booth right in the front. So at the Busch Convention Center in Midland. See y'all. Send me your eating out recommendations too. Do they have Chick-fil-A there? I'll read my DMs. Y'all be writing about my dad, and that stuff makes me emotional too. Also, a lot of people are like sending me pictures of Christmas decor saying, what do I do with this? The easiest thing for you to do, for me to help you, like through messages and stuff, is go decorate your tree however you like think you want it, and then send me a picture and I'll tell you what you can do to make it better. And if I was trying to think, if I was about to say if there's nothing you can do, but there's always something you can do. And it can still be beautiful work, but I'll just tell you if there's something that you gotta have like thick skin. I'm not saying like you're doing a bad job. I'm just saying, hey, if you added this garland or whatever. Anyways, I said all that the wrong way, but you know what I mean. Send me a picture of your tree, and I'll tell you from an outside perspective, like what could you do to make that tree a lot better. Also, y'all are figuring out real quick how expensive it is to really deck out a tree. I told y'all it's not cheap. You got to buy a ton of ornaments, and the key is buying cheaper ornaments and nicer ribbon. You've got to have wired ribbon, or you will not have good bows. You can get. This is what happens when you're nice to people. So this is where you take your photos, like the selfie booth, and then right when you walk in the door, this is my booth. It will be my booth. I'm so excited. There's the stairs. There's like little holes where you can shop. And then here's the front. And I'll be right here. Thanks, Stace. Here you go. There's my non-setup booth because number one, my tables were bigger than I expected. I don't have freaking tablecloths for them. And I don't like how I have my wreath set up. And it takes me 10 minutes to set up my jewelry stuff. And I'm just annoyed. So now I'm going to Home Depot so I can make some racks to set up my... I love the lighting though. God, it looks so good with my jewelry. And I decorated their tree. I'm going to make a bow for it tomorrow. The lady was like, we can just get rid of our tree and you can be the decorator. I'm like, I know. So I'm gonna make towers tomorrow, put tablecloths on there, and let me tell you, this is how smart I am. I mean, we're stupid at everything else today. I zip tied my bags together and then I tied a ribbon and I'm carrying them like a purse. I'm gonna have this one too.